Hello, everybody. Welcome to Soul Cards. Hey, YouTube family. Thank you guys for all your support. And yeah, let's jump right into it. We're gonna have a very interesting topic today. Before I jump into the reading, I do want to give a little bit of insight of just the overall information I've been getting this week, and it's something I kind of known, but now I'm having more clarity, which is this twin flame journey exists from the beginning of the creation of times, of humans at least, because there's just a lot of things the Bible does say that God created the world in 7 days, I think it is. But, a lot of things could be debatable because I do feel like it took God a million of years because, there's scientific proof that Earth was built millions and millions of years ago, and it took God time. For me, it took God time to make the humankind, right? Okay, so let's go from the times from Adam and Eve, okay? And it's not like God was like, oh, if you guys have the fruit, right? Let's say the fruit, to not say something else. I'm going to punish you or your sins or whatever. No. The thing is that when women and men procreated for the first time, it created a spiritual battle of conflict, which is twin flames. And it's kind of the journey that you guys are kind of all going through. So it's from the beginning of creation of time. So it was not like God was like, oh, because you guys did this, I am going to punish you and this and that. The thing is that when they did that, it created something in the fifth dimension, which kind of created, the pain, the ego, and all that wasn't supposed to be there. All right. So this wasn't really seen by humankind then because, we really don't know how spiritual these people were, but it's something that was created in the fifth dimension by humankind. So automatically, these spiritual ties were kind of already there. And I don't know if this is making any sense, but it's kind of where that twin flame journey kind of originated from. It's from the beginning of creations of time. All right? So, with that being said, it's just very interesting, how the simplicity of two humans doing something, it affected kind of all humankind. All right? Because the ego wasn't supposed to be there. Humankind was supposed to be perfect. God created the women perfect and men perfectly also as well. Right? So automatically they created the spiritual bonds, they created the pain, they created the ego, and they created all these things that weren't supposed to be there. So, let's say forward up in time, and I'm going to jump right into the love messages after this message, but if we go forward in time and we think about Jesus, when he came here, it's not like he had to die for our sins. The thing is that humans, since we created these spiritual things in the fifth dimensions from the beginning of creation of time, things in the fifth dimension, they don't go anywhere. It's like an accumulative energy. And so these energies are I don't want to say little humans, but let's say the ego is like a little human, right? But these energies are kind of called the fear illusions in the fifth dimension. They're like little humans. So say an example would be people who do Reiki. These energies, if they get to control them and they obey the person, and the person who does Reiki transmute this energy into good energy. All right. So when Jesus came, he had to clear all these energies in the fifth dimension, and he had to sacrifice his whole body to doing this. All right. So now, fast forward to the twin flame journey. This is all going to start making sense. Fast forward to the twin flame journey. You guys are being elevated into fifth dimensional beings with your twin flame, and God is creating these spiritual ties because it's a process. God is elevating the frequencies and connecting everybody in the fifth dimension. So when, fast forward, people, when okay, I don't know, God is kind of giving me green light to say it when Jesus comes, because we are gonna be in a age in our time where we're gonna see Jesus coming. All right, it's not gonna be now, but what I can say is you are all gonna have very happy lives with your twin flames, family formed, but we are kind of getting to those times. All right, so God right now is fast pacing the twin flame journey for everybody, for all the high level soulmates, for everybody's meant to come with their twin flame. And tap yourselves in the back, because it's not an easy journey. And the other thing that I was gonna say was, this is a gift, you coming into a twin flame journey, even though it's kind of like, it's a lot of waiting from your part, but it's a gift from God, because not everybody is ready for this twin flame journey. Not everybody is meant to come to a twin flame journey. Not everybody there's people that live karmic relationships for their whole life. That's just the truth. Okay? So, fast forward, these twin flames that are coming into this union and becoming one. Like, for God is really important for some reason to do this process, but it takes time in the other side. Man, imagine being in God's shoes. And more when these twin, like everything in the world, these twin flame journeys. But jumping into these messages, we got the twin flame card here. Hello. But the first two cards out for me was very interesting, because we have the no contact, and then we have the text message card here. We have the silence, no contact, and then we have text message, unsent messages. Don't you guys see that opposites? Silence, no contact, and then text message, unsent messages. And we got the twin flame card here. We also got divine intervention, which for me, there was, when it comes to twin flames specifically, these spiritual things that I was talking about from the beginning of the reading, this thing is something that really does take time, and more with twin flames, because the thing is, of these spiritual ties, something that was created is the ego, that the ego automatically overtakes the body of the humankind. So that's why, like, let's say if you know your person, and God makes you see this person first, and you meet them, and you're kind of, your ego takes over. You might have behaved a certain way that you maybe behaved before, and then you'd be like, why did I even say that? Why did I behave like that? Why did I even mention that? Like, why did I say something that I would do before? So remember that the ego is something, and this is for everybody who's new, but the ego is something that we build over time, because we are born whole, and then it's a cumulative energy that we build over time, and that automatically reflects on your person more when twin flames. Another example is, let's say Jesus, he had to sacrifice his whole body to clear the energies in the fifth dimension, right? Those energies overtake the people. Though that's why there was a lot of killing. That's why there was a lot of, rape back then. A whole lot of things. And it's like, oh, he had to die for our sins. The thing is that since we don't see the fifth dimension, we don't understand it. But because the human ear, we're very limited in the frequency. There is a system behind the scenes. If the human, we only listen from 20 to 20,000 kilohertz, what happens with those other frequencies? All right? There's a system that God created to really divide everything. And it's more than just about you just coming into this love. It's you coming into this love properly, because twin flames could be very self-destructive. Just like that, very self-destructive if you come into the relationship before time, because that energy overtakes. Other energies around you overtake if you're not elevated enough in the fifth dimension to really come into this union. So that's why it takes time. It's brutally honest. That's why it takes time. It takes time. Because I know a lot of you have been waiting for this twin flame journey to come in. Hello. But it's something around the energy where your person, they want to come in and communicate. Because, hello, the whole process that you've been doing, it has not been for granted. It's coming in. It is coming in. Your person does want to make a change for you. They do want to build with you. And just be able to make things right. Because enough is enough for you. And I feel like the time has come for this person really getting all their things together and really coming forward and doing things differently. Because what I've been speaking about these whole, spiritual process, it's very kind of different for everybody. There's different types of situations in twin flames. Some twin flames come in together into the union to really get rid of that ego energy together. Some twin flames need to wait for that ego energy to dissipate to come into the union. It really depends. Some twin flames get rid of the ego, and then the other twin flame doesn't get rid of the ego. And you gotta wait for that twin flame to get rid of their ego to come into union. And you are your higher self, and they are not. It could be that your higher selves are in the fifth dimension having the spiritual battle. Because if you're a person that set boundaries, you set boundaries in the fifth dimension too, which is your higher selves doing that. And then there's some higher, if you are kind of selfish in the fifth dimension, you could just be like, hello, these people, they don't want to listen. Let's just do us. And those are the twin flames that don't come into union. They're not ready. Even their higher selves know. Or their higher selves might not even be in the fifth dimension together in the same frequency. Because it takes time to elevate that frequency and get you there. So it's just something very different in the energy. Because I sense in your side that a lot of you might have been sick, or a lot of you have been having, any type of pain in your body, whatever it is. And this is kind of also shaking your person to really do things differently. A lot of you kind of have a timeline on something that you need your person to kind of come in. what I can say is whatever you have set in your mind right now, I see 444. I feel like it's very much protected by God. And whatever you have in mind, is the outcome is going to be even bigger of what you're thinking of. Okay, so yeah, we also got the social media keeping tabs card here. This is your person finally seeing you as their twin. Opening their eyes to their reality. Because I do feel like this person, it could be that a lot of, they were unawakened, or they were kind of neglecting their intuition. They do want to do things differently between you and them. I just split the deck, and we have here reconciliation followed by divine timing. Believe in the right timing. I just feel like whatever it is, you have seen the worst you could have seen. You are kind of built for whatever the outcome is. Either good or bad. I feel like this is your energy. Either good or bad. We got the healing and releasing. And this is just you being like very guard up in your emotions. Where you're not trusting not even a hair. Even though you know this is going to come in. Because the synchronicities you are seeing are not in vain. If you've been seeing synchronicities, write synchronicities in the chat. If you've been seeing synchronicities. What I can say is collective. If any of you have been being sick or anything like that, I feel like sometimes the universe does push you to kind of rest. So definitely a moment for resting and just kind of go with the flow. I don't know if I just say that because that's kind of have been one of my favorite phrases my whole life. Go with the flow. Because one day you might feel like you have it all together and you're going a certain path. And then the next day you're in a totally different place. So kind of just go with the flow, people, right now. Because the energies are crazy. The spiritual battles are crazy. The spiritual transition is crazy. It takes a time and place for God really having these transitions come in together on the other side, because it's not an easy transition. Usually it's done in high vibrational places when you and your person are in a high vibrational place, or maybe you guys are in the same city area when you guys met, something happened in the fifth dimension, and it's all kind of divine timing. Okay, this is all leading to this marriage that you guys already had, because that's another thing. When you guys come into this spiritual union, and I'm talking more for the twin flames now. I can't speak for twin flames decades ago, but the twin flames now are coming into divine marriages. That maybe it didn't happen between you and your twin flame in previous lifetime. Because we got the marriage card here. Okay? Being married by God, that's one of the most powerful things. But it also takes a big amount of sacrifice. Yeah. Whoever this person does love you a lot. And whatever the sacrifices they need to make, they're going to make them for you. They're going to make them because they are being asked by the most powerful source. And God is very persistent. I have the traveling card here. So if you guys are in a distance from your person, a lot of you could be in a distance. I see you relocating, and if a lot of you live in the same town, you might be moving in with this person. It's just something different, and you could kind of see it. I don't know if you see the people around you wanting to make changes. A lot of people might tell you like, hey, you know, I'm going to move to this certain city, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you've seen all these changes that are going to come in, and this is also happening for you, but you're not seeing it because yours is the bigger outcome. Yours is the one that's really going to help people around you. So it's kind of like that little surprise, ha ha ha, but not really. So not the energy that I'm getting from your person here is that not only they want to, you know, date you, but they also want to be like really good friends. That's what a relationship is about. But we have friends here in dating. And whatever you're doing, you're truly inspiring your person, and it's something that is not unseen. Just in case if you feel like if it's been unseen. Because it kind of does feel like on your part, like, does this person even care? It's all happening in divine timing, people. Tick tock, tick tock. It's about to hatch for you guys. I do feel that bigly. All right. So, yeah, that's the energy that I have for today. I think I'm going to leave it right here. Kind of cut it a little shorter. But hope that was insightful. I'll talk to you guys next time. And if you would like to book a reading with me, the information is on the description below. I will talk to you guys next time.